On 5, a family and the Martin County Sheriff are speaking out tonight.
That after a grand jury decides against criminal charges for a deputy involved in a fatal Hobe Sound shooting. News Channel 5's Meghan McRoberts is live in Hobe Sound tonight. Megan?
Kelly and Michael here at the Scooters in Hobe Sound. You can see there's actually still a flower memorial for Richard Haston. He was shot and killed right outside this parking lot. Now, Sergeant James Warren said he shot Haston after he feared for his life, fearing Haston was going to run him over after they had an altercation. And a grand jury decided Warren was acting in self-defense and cleared him of criminal charges today. Haston's family, however, said that jury acted too quickly. Nearly 2 months after being killed, family of Richard Haston is still grieving.
The circumstances surrounding his death is a hard pill to swallow.
Haston's cousin Ricardo Weaver says it seems it will now be even harder to get justice for Haston.
So the family yet remains in a place of deep grief, and today's news does not lighten that load.
The news that Sergeant James Warren, who shot and killed Haston, will not face criminal charges. Chief Assistant State Attorney Tom Backendall said there was not enough evidence to prove that Warren was not acting in self-defense. Sheriff William Snyder supports that decision.
My impression that night, and has been ever since, is that the deputy was in fear of his life, and that ultimately the grand jury would take a look at it and come to that same conclusion.
But Weaver says he thinks still more questions need to be answered.
Why were no other officers called? Why was he there alone, knowing the history of Richard?
Haston had a violent felony history, but no weapons on him when he was killed. Weaver wants more proof that the deputy had no other option but to shoot.
The deputy felt that he was in harm's way and he had to use deadly force.
Weaver says he'd be willing to accept that his cousin was in the wrong.
And we just wanted to be very clear that Officer Warren was in the right. Richard was in the wrong.
But hopes to clear the gray area of any uncertainty for his family. And Sheriff Warren, or Sergeant Warren, is back at work, and Sheriff Snyder says the internal investigation for the office is also complete. Now, Haston's mother did file a civil lawsuit against the sheriff's office, but that's in its 6-month waiting period. So there will be more action in December, as we expect. And for now, Haston's cousin says he'll continue to do prayer walks to keep his cousin's memory alive and well in the community until December. We're live in Hobe Sound tonight. Meghan McRoberts, WPTV News Channel 5.